AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm
She
not.
bad
They
now,
don't
by the
like
way. I don't know if y'all can see
comentario.
what she look like right now.
It lends itself to what you're saying, AllBall. You know, the media, everything's against the Knicks. And what Becky Hammond got wrong is 1A is not about just skill. 1A is also Joel Embiid is the MVP face of the league. Brunson is not there yet. He's just not. So you're going to get away with it. For Barkley not to say anything about it. And I'll play the Stephen A. Smith thing in a second. They really didn't talk about it like that. He said, yeah, it might have been dirty.
Wow.
So look, I'll play Stephen A. right now, as a matter of fact.
Wow. This is crazy.
Flagrant too. No question. You can't pull on a dude's knee while he's about to jump and swipe
Initially, I didn't agree. But then I went and watched the replay. Here's what I was thinking initially. When he got hurt during the season in Embiid in Golden State, I remember somebody falling on his knee.
Mm-hmm.
So I was anticipating that was what I was going to see.
Protecting himself.
But then I saw him literally grab Mitchell Robinson's leg the way that he did. That was a flagrant 2. That called for an automatic ejection. But even as a Knicks fan, I love Joel Embiid as well. I didn't want to see them win because they'd have won the game if Joel Embiid didn't play. If he had gotten ejected, they'd have won the game. I didn't want that either. Have him on the court
it was a dirty play.
But it was a dirty play.
Yeah.
And he's not a dirty player. I don't recall seeing Joel Embiid doing something dirty before in his career.
Yeah.
That was a dirty play last
Yeah,
night.
because you don't watch
Brunson.
basketball.
Hey,
Because you
fellas,
don't watch basketball.
I guarantee you he probably didn't even watch the game last night, bro.
Because you don't watch. He said he was there.
And once again, it probably didn't watch the game.
So real quick,
wow.
His on live television, again, First Take Inside the NBA. These are the biggest shows. When you close out the game, you're watching Inside the NBA. When you wake up, a lot of these people, even if you don't watch First Take, that's what they're throwing onto the social media. He's the guy on social media. After game 2, he goes, "Yo, they raw Philadelphia because we hit the maxi or whatever it was." That's a robbery.
Wow.
The robbery was the flagrant 2 call. So my point is, the superstars are going to get these calls. We've seen Draymond Green have to go literally assault people on the court to get suspended and then be curtailed back to the league like it's nothing. Because when you're the face of the league and when this happens, they know the retweets and everything, they mean everything to them. It's not about the ratings. It's about the impressions and everything. I'm getting too deep onto the business side. The point is, to me, there's no way possible. Before I used to be against it, like, oh, yeah, I have something against the Knicks or whatever. And they really do, because we don't have the superstar. And I think that's why Leon Rose and them know, and they understand that's why you need the 1A guy. Giannis is not getting kicked out either. Giannis might have elbowed him after that. And then they're not going to say anything. They can't do anything because your guy got one, now my guy got one. And you guys are stars. They're not kicking you out. We know this. So I can't be mad at him. And I just want to get into the game 3 strategy. But Stephen A. Smith, this every day?
He's not a fan, and I wish
that people would stop basketball.
Bro, we gotta stop. People have to stop subscribing to what he's selling. He's not a real Knicks fan. He has no allegiance to the team. And guess what? They don't want him. If I was such a Knicks fan and I'm Stephen A. Smith, think about this. I'm Stephen A. Smith, and I'm a Knicks fan. I would be at every game. I would be treated like royalty if I'm this person in sports media, right? They don't want you around, big dog. Bro, I mean, they're like that with all the media, but especially you. They don't want you around.
Did you see when they had a shot of him? You see how legendary game 2 was? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not one time. Every time I seen him, he was sitting down out in his phone or just staring in space.
No enthusiasm. No. He's like I told Fabian, he was sitting with his agent. Mark Shapiro is the dude that used to run ESPN. So he's sitting with that dude.
Trucking and driving. Lord have mercy.
But like I said, OG, no culture around.
Yo, man.
No brothers and sisters in sight, to his left, to his right, behind him, in front of him. No brothers and sisters around.
Well, he's real life Varnell Hill.
Listen, he's really, you gonna be there when? Damn. He's really Varnell Hill, bro. Stephen Varnell Hill Smith, bro. Yo,
you said you gonna be there?
Bro, you gonna damn. He said, hey, man. He said, hey, my brother.
Yo.
Of course. But he think he's slick before I let you go. The excuse he gave, he got that from Embiid. Embiid sat up on the podium and said, I thought he was gonna fall. So Stephen A. Smith, stop trying to be slick, bro. Yo, man, once again, I'm going to let y'all go. I am very disappointed. This is not me being a Knicks fan, being a crybaby. What they did last night, I'm going to be honest. Some higher ups need to be, like, when you replay and rewatch those clips, how does he not get suspended? How do you explain that? At least 4 instances, he should have been ejected.
Because then he need Hartenstein, like, tried to swim through, but need, like did some funky knee shit. Like, what was that? Like,
Flea
hit him with the oldest.
Right. He did the same thing to Mitchell. Hold on. Remember, that one play with Mitchell Robinson, he pushed off. He kneed him in the thigh / nuts pause. And then when he hit the jump shot, he smacked him dead on his shoulder.
Yo, he's incredible. He's incredible. Listen, and remember, I don't understand the NBA's end game because you don't want Embiid making round number 2. Even if on the business side, he might not make it to the second game in round number 2. The Orlando Magic ain't letting that rock. These guys ain't letting him playing with the balls. What is, like, if Giannis is there, forget about it. So I don't understand their game. I don't understand why Stephen A. Smith and these guys are playing. They're playing, house, because like what's the matter with just saying, hold on, Embiid isn't dirty? I've never seen this kind of play for him before. He injured Danny Green, his own teammate. He flopped and tore his ACL or whatever it was. This guy's insane. Bleed. Do you believe
called
him
him dirty? Remember that fight that him and Cat got into?
Oh, hell yeah.
And Ben Simmons had, and Cat was tapping out and all of that. Where that started, though, is because relax, Fabian. When that started, though, is because he was saying Embiid was doing some dirty shit, but nobody wanted to believe him. Like, he was tapping out, though. That was crazy.
He was really frustrated, but it looked so crazy. And that was the beginning of the slandering, the propaganda of Cat. Like, he's just soft. Then remember DeMarcus Cousins, he couldn't back him down. Yeah, there's been a lot of guys that say he's dirty. And remember, he's 7'2". All they keep talking about is his knee. Now he got Bell's palsy in the side. I don't care what you got, what kind of nerve damage you got, bro. It's time for some more nerve damage. Tom Thibodeau, let's get to the game 3 action, man. Jericho Sims needs to be out there. Achua, all these guys. Why is it that Mitchell Robinson is playing 30 minutes, 20 minutes when you got 6 fouls from Jericho Sims? I don't care how low his IQ is. I've seen Jericho Sims guarding people, 2 guards at the perimeter, amazingly.
Stakes are too high right now.
I don't care.
I love stakes are too high right now, Fabian.
We just lost Mitchell Robinson and the game, and this guy's playing dirty from the rip. Okay, let me throw my little goon out there, get 3 fouls on you, and he's staying in front of you. You're not going around Jericho Sims like that. Yo, Jericho, just don't jump. Do not jump.
Well, I'm a disagree with you, Fabian. I'm not putting this on Tom Thibodeau. I'm putting this on our players. Hart, DiVincenzo, Brunson. Listen, man, fight back. I'm not saying be dirty. I'm not saying do nothing illegal. Bruh, Tom Thibodeau can't give me my heart. Fight back. Fight back. Listen, man, you can push somebody and just get attacked. Bruh, in beating them, we didn't respond. Physically. That's not Tom Thibodeau's job. We was in that game. Brunson, the first time in this series, having a good game. Even with Hartenstein in foul trouble. When they started playing dirty, that's when things went out of control. Once again, we have to fight. I don't mind losing. But you ain't gonna punk me now. You ain't gonna beat me up and take my lunch money.
You think they got punk, Flea?
I don't.
Yeah,
because I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like we've been bullying them for the entire series. From game 1 and 2, yesterday was different. We did not match the physicality yesterday. But I think in terms of aggression, who's been the most aggressive team in this series? It's been us. I just think we lack the guys to do that, right? I don't think we have a guy that's just gonna go out there and be that type of guy. We don't have the Patrick Beverly, the Tony Allen, the Dylan Brooks. OG is our best on-ball defender, but OG doesn't have that in him. It's not you very rarely see OG in confrontation shit. I was surprised when OG stepped up. Brunson got pushed the other night. Who was that? This was a regular season game. Brunson got
the
pushed.
Brooklyn game.
Cam Thomas, and game was basically over, and Cam Thomas pushed him, and that was the first time I've ever really seen OG really like, yo, hold up, relax.
No, there's a compilation with OG stepping the dude.
I'm just saying, I haven't seen that compilation.
I've seen it.
I haven't seen it. So what I'm saying is that we probably, we just lack that type of guy to say, yo, I could sacrifice a game right now, but I need to send a message. I don't think we have that.
I don't think we got punked. We were up by 3 at the half. DiVincenzo's 3-pointer didn't even count the one he hit from 3/4 court.
Mm-hmm. After he boomed that shit on both of them niggas, they tried to act like boom.
Yeah, on Embiid. And Embiid had 3 fouls. Embiid had 3 fouls. We did not play correctly, bro. I didn't like, again, the Jericho Sims thing. I'm not saying he's gonna come out there and be the Kevin Mutombo out of nowhere. I'm not saying he's gonna be Dennis Rodman out of nowhere. But that's why are you allowing Hartenstein to get 3 fouls? He picked up his 5th foul in the beginning of the 4th quarter before Embiid got into the game. Why isn't Sims or Chua in there for him? That makes no sense to me. That's coaching, bro. Just all right. Let's fall back for a second. Embiid's not in the game. He's the guy that's on fire. You have 6 to 12 fouls on that court. The same thing happened with Shaq. This ain't nothing new, and he's not even Shaq. He's relegated to being a 2 guard at this point, and he's killing us like that. No, body him. Walt Frazier spending the entire game from beginning to end. Yo, make him put the ball on the floor. Make him put the ball on the floor. And every time he does it, somebody comes over, they smack the ball up in the air. He's not doing that all game long. He stood around there and shot free every time he got the ball. And Hartenstein pissed me off. Every time he went to go switch on a double, he's going towards Maxey. Why? Now he's shooting the ball over Brunson. That was crazy.
The same play 5 times. They ran
from the
same
wing
play
on the bottom of my TV screen.
They ran the shit 5 times in a row.
Come on, man.
And 4 of those times Embiid had a 3-point shot. They ran the shit 5. I was sitting here. I was like, damn, they ran that shit again.
Well, I'm telling you. I
don't think we were rattled. I didn't see anybody. If anything, both teams didn't know how to really respond to that crowd. That atmosphere, you could feel it from the first quarter on. And Embiid kind of like Embiid was out of control. We should have really kept pushing. I think you just said that, Flea. We should have kept poking the bear at that point. Threw another guy in there. Yo, hold on. We come from the era where Phil Jackson brought in JoJo White and got Derek Harper up out of there. Yeah. That's our era. Yeah. Tom Thibodeau sitting on that bench in the 90s. He knows this game. I'm really disappointed in him and OG Anunoby. The most.
Look, two sides of it. It's an amazing feat that this dude goes out and gets 50 and he has Bell's palsy and he's on 1.5 legs. That's amazing, right? But at the same time, we should be ashamed of ourselves for allowing this dude to go get 50 with Bell's palsy and 1.5 legs. Like, that's crazy. How are we allowing him?
Well, Flea, who has ever used the word Bell's palsy in basketball?
It's crazy.
Now, respectfully, like I got family members who have suffered from Bell's palsy, so I understand that it is a condition that is serious, right? So I'm not, we having fun, I get it, but this dude can't blink his left eye, and not because he doesn't want to, because he can't, and he's limping around, he's bleeding through his knee pad, OG, bleeding through the knee pad. So kudos to him. A couple things. Kudos to him for putting his body on the line and going out there and hooping. Philly, I don't know what the hell y'all are doing. This is like medical malpractice. There's no way this dude should be playing basketball right now. And third, there's no way I'm going to allow a dude that has all of this going on right now to go get 50. That's a flu game last night? Like, what the fuck was that? There's no way. No way, no how.
Well, Y'all both made great points, and I'm gonna respectfully disagree. We did get, my opinion, we got punked. We let Embiid push us, kick us in the groin, pull us by our legs, and nobody got in his face. When it was like a little scuffle, that shit was light, super light.
Dante,
Like,
Dante wants smoke though, OG.
Right,
It looked like he wants smoke with him.
I understand, but last night I just needed to see more fire. I had no problem how we played. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in OG, but we was in the game. It's just sometimes when them guys in that third quarter, it's nothing you could have did about that. Like, they were just throwing it up, and it was just, man, it was ridiculous. So, losing, I'm fine with that. But we can't have a highlight reel where this guy's just literally beating us up, and nobody jumped in his face and pushed him and said, bro, we ain't having that. I'm going to take the tech. I'm going to take one for the team. I'm not saying get suspended. I'm not saying get fined. But it's nowhere in the world. In my opinion, that's not on Tom Thibodeau. Now, Fabian, I get what you're saying as far as schemes and, lineups and, things like that. But as far as that toughness on the court, we lacked that yesterday. I'm sorry. And Embiid, the referees in the NBA, they smelt that and they allowed it.
And I got to piggyback off that to make the other point we made yesterday, Flea. Nobody on the Knicks was in double figures in rebounds. So that's to the point where it's like, all right, what?
Nobody. Everybody was a plus minus on the for our starters. Everybody was a minus. Nobody was a plus, right? And so, like you saying, Fabian, we didn't rebound well, which goes to AllBall's point at the end of the day. If you're not playing tough, if you're not being physical, if you're not putting body on body, that means you're not rebounding. That means you're not, diving for loose balls. That means, you're not, getting in your second rotation, right? That means that you just are a step slow. I said it last night, almost 55% from the field for Philly and damn near 50% from three. That's insane. They're not going to lose that game. No way they lose that game shooting 50%, over 50% from the field and, close to 50% from three. We didn't turn them over much, right? So I don't know. I don't think we got bullied, but I do think we did lack toughness last night. And that's like you've always said, that's our calling card. That's what we make our bones on. Being out there, being tougher, attention to detail, all the little things. We do it. And we got that pit bull in Jalen Brunson.
Not sure we scheduled the game 4 preview. No, game 4 is Sunday at 1:00. That'll be tough to preview. Maybe today's Friday. Maybe tomorrow we could do a game 4 preview, but
we figure out a time.
Yeah, we can figure it out, but real quick before we, jump to the next topic, if y'all could just be maybe 30 seconds brief, I can start. What do you expect game 4? I can, just real quick. I expect us to win, and if we don't win, I'm gonna panic a little bit. I'm worried that the NBA hates us that much. Yeah, I'm going there. I don't really know if they want to see us. I was telling Fabian earlier, Flea, a lot of these first rounds is legendary because a lot of these matchups you don't want to see until the conference finals. So is the NBA thinking how much money they're going to lose? If you have a lot of these guys, like you have LeBron, you have Embiid, you have Kevin Durant, you have Kawhi, you have all these guys that you still expect to see second, third round finals where the money is at, and they can lose in the first round. So I think Sunday we're going to win. I think it's over in 5, but I'm very nervous.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.